Howdy, partner. Are you ready for the best brisket you ever tasted? Today, we're gonna walk you step by step making a beef brisket using this GE Profile indoor pellet smoker. This is a really cool machine that we got from our friends at Lowe's, and we have another video that goes over it in detail. So we're not gonna go over this whole contraption in detail, but what's really neat about it is you can use it indoors and doesn't put any smoke into your house. Here, we're not indoors. We're obviously out on a patio, but it's the same concept. We don't have to worry about weather. We're going to cook all night long, and we don't have to worry about it raining or anything else, and there's not going to be any smoke, and it's going to be delicious. So let's jump right into the beef brisket. With this pellet grill, you see you've got your power button, you've got your light, and then you've got settings. So if I go here, I can go from salmon to chicken to wings, pork ribs, pork butt, and there I am at my brisket. So to cook it, you just go ahead and press the button, and it's going to say it's going to smoke at 225 for 12 hours. Now, you can also do it by a probe. What we're going to do is we're going to cook this overnight. So we're going to say, let's cook it at 200. I want to do it for 12 hours, and we'll put the probe in just to check the temperature. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. We're going to hit start, and it's going to ask us, have we added water? There's a little water tray here, which you have added water to. And what happens as the pellets burn, they get dropped into the water tray. So that's pretty neat. I'm glad it reminds us. It's going to say, have you added pellets? Right here, you have the hopper. So we're going to make sure that's topped off with pellets so we can cook all night long. It's going to actually burn these and infuse that smoke flavor into this meat. Yep, we've added pellets. So now it's preheating. All right. While it's preheating, I have this brisket. Now, this is a large brisket. This is 10.5 pounds before we trimmed it. So definitely not small, even though it's a relatively small machine. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat this in mainly a 50-50 mix of kosher salt and black pepper. I'm going to clean all the stuff off, but we've got this and this. But what I want to do first is I want to cover it in just some yellow mustard. Now, some people like this method and some don't, but the yellow mustard is a binding agent that helps to get a really nice bark. So we're going to do a thin coating of the mustard, and we'll rub it in, and then we're going to top it with the salt and the pepper. Okay, so we've gotten this coated with that nice mixture. Like I said, just a little bit of yellow mustard and then kosher salt and pepper. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to cut this, because this is, like I said, a 10.5 pound piece of brisket. So we're going to cut it just basically in half. And we're going to cook the point on one part and then the flat on the other. But we just want to go ahead and cut this, and then I'll probably also rub the cut. But we're going to cut this right in the middle. And this is a hefty sized piece of meat. So let me cut that, and now let me coat these parts with that same mixture. All rubbed down. So now we're going to take this, and let's see, we'll put the point on this one. And then I'm going to grab another one. Oh, the dog wants it. Excuse me, Kimba. They fit nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to put the temperature probe into the flat because it's leaner meat, so I think that would be better. So we'll put the temperature probe into there. But I'm going to put it in fat side up. I'm not worried about flare-ups. Just make sure it's not touching the sides. And then I'm going to put... I missed the point, sorry. Put this one in as well. Okay. So it comes with a handy temperature probe. We're going to go ahead and push this into right there, and then it goes in inside. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and press start. And it's going to start smoking, so it'll actually start burning those pellets and filling this with smoke. What's really neat about this smart indoor smoker is that if it gets to the right temperature or the right time, it then holds it at about 140 to 150 degrees. You set the setting, and it will hold it all day long. So it'll also tell you how long it's been holding it. So it's pretty much set it and forget it. Very safe. Can't wait to come back in the morning and see how this is done. Stay tuned. It's now dark outside. It's been a couple hours, and you can see that the smoke has filled the smoker here, and it is really cooking that brisket. Can't wait to see what this is like in the morning. It's like a kid on Christmas Eve. Can't wait to see it. Good morning. We woke up and this was 190 degrees, so we went ahead and added a couple more hours to it. So now the internal temperature is right at that 200, which is what we're hoping for. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to switch it to keep warm, take it out, wrap it up, and we're going to enjoy it later this afternoon. So if you were inside, you could clear the smoke and everything. Here, I'm not really worried about it. And also, this makes smoke for about 4 hours, and then it stops making the smoke, and it just uses the heat after that point because it's already been able to penetrate the meat. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to say stop this, cancel, and then I'm going to go back to the main screen, and I'm going to go to keep warm. I want to get the smoker temperature at 140 for keep warm. I'm going to start that. All right, so let's check it out. Come on in, take a look. So this shouldn't be too hot. But let's first check out this. Oh, this looks nice and juicy. Really good. Okay, so as you see, these have a nice bark on them. They're super juicy, and it looks like the fat's rendering. So we're going to wrap these up real tight and get them back in here to keep warm. Okay, got them wrapped up and in there, holding at 140, and we will check this out in a couple hours. We are all done. So we had these on to stay warm at 140 degrees for about 7.5 hours or so. Then we took them out and let them sit outside on the counter for another hour, and now we're going to cut into them and see how they turned out. Come on over and let's get a close look. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Pretty nice bark there. And on this one, is it, oh, yeah, it's a little jiggle. A little jiggle, let's see if that's juicy and tasty. Okay, moment of truth. Well, that looks pretty juicy, as you can see. Oh, that looks really good. Let's slice this up, get it plated, and then do the taste test. Well, I can't wait. That's quite a bit of meat that we got out of this little indoor smoker here. And like I said, this works great inside, and it really does. We have another video on it. It's just we kind of like it outside because you get to enjoy the weather, but not enjoy outside, but not worry about the weather. So let's take a look, see if we have the fold test. We're going to grab one of these pieces, and this is super juicy. And oh, we get the fold without the break. So let's see how this tastes. All right. I promise the best brisket you ever had. That is the best brisket I've ever had. Melt in your mouth. We're going to cook a lot more barbecue on this GE profile indoor smoker, and we'll put all the recipes out here. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more great how-to tips on barbecuing with different pellet grills. We've done them on the Seeker Roll, the Pit Boss, now this GE, and hopefully you can go ahead and replicate this and get some awesome brisket home as well. Let me know what you think in the comment box. Any changes you might make to the recipe. And remember, all these videos, if I can do it, you can too. Thanks for watching, and bon appetit.